Hey guys, Tita here. I'm gonna do a little instructional video on how to do print and cut on our adhesive vinyl. First, I'm on my Cricut right now. I had gotten an image of a Christmas tree, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that to show you all how it works. I'm literally doing this as I go, so bear with me. This might be a little bit of a long video, but just want to make sure that we do this right. So the printable adhesive is 8.5 by 11, just like your regular computer size paper. I'm going to make this about 5.7 by 7.661 is what it's saying. So what we want to do on the Cricut is make sure that it's listed for print. As you can see, it is. Okay. One of the important things when it comes to the adhesive vinyl, the way that we ship it is rolled so that it's protected. Once you receive it, I suggest you put a few heavy books on top of it to flatten it out. I put those 3 books up there, this ream of paper that I had. What you're going to do is insert it into your printer. So you see, it's always going to try to bend back up. So what I do, again, I just put my whatever amount of paper I have, I'll put it on top of it. I'm working with what I have in the office because I'm not at home, but I've got these 3 books here. That I'm gonna leave that. That's already loaded. I've got my machine down here. I'm going to set it as poster board, and I'll tell you guys why in a minute. I'm gonna make sure I have a piece of my, where is it? The OraGuard, which is a laminate, is too small. I'm gonna run and grab one really quick. But in the meantime, I'm going to go to make it up here. Okay. And then I'm going to hit continue. So this is approximately how big it's going to be. Well, not approximately, but how big it's going to be. So we'll go to continue. It's going to send to printer. If you have different printers going, it's going to ask you which one. Right now I'm working with the Epson 2630, so you want to select the right printer. I'm gonna go away with the bleed option and hit print. And let me go grab a sheet of that OraGuard while this prints. I'm sure you hear it printing. I'm just touching it. It didn't bleed. I'm gonna get my mat. Now here's something that I discovered. The first time I tried doing this, I did notice that when I put the laminate over it before, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Before cutting it, I noticed that the laminate, it kind of messed with my cutting. Like, it was not detecting my, oh, sorry, I'm trying to position you guys properly so that you're not looking all, it's not looking all lopsided. Here we go. I did notice that when I was trying to have this cut, it wasn't cutting or detecting the actual lines. These are going to be our registration marks pretty much, because the Cricut is going to want to read this. And if you're using the Silhouette, same thing. It's going to print with the registration square. Okay, so the first time I tried it, I had actually covered the registration lines, as you can faintly see right there. And it was not detecting it. So something in the laminate was not letting my machine detect it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut as close as possible to be inside of the registration box so that I don't have that same issue, because we want to make sure it cuts through. It's not going to be the prettiest cut, but I'm not really that concerned because I'm going to have this cut over the tree anyway. So as you can see, I'll be inside the registration mark. So what we want to do next is peel back the carrier sheet from the laminate from the carrier sheet. I'm gonna just put some of this back like this. I'll put the carrier sheet back some, just so that I can stick it. I'm trying to make it to where you guys can see and I'm not blocking you with my hands. I can stick it right there. Can you guys see that? Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead, peel back, and start squeegeeing from the center out is what we recommend. Okay. Alright, and you just continue to squeegee it until it's smooth enough for you. Alright, so that's just the backing. This is my extra laminating. So as you can see, it's all done. It's not covering the registration marks. So the next step for this, regardless of what machine you're using, sorry guys, I'm by myself filming right now. So the next step is to put it back on your mat. Okay, line it up as close to perfect as you can. Okay. Oh, that's not even close to almost perfect. Take your time because you don't want to waste vinyl. So, and although the registration marks will be read by the machine, you still want to try to get it close to the grid line as possible. Alright, so there you have it. Okay, it's right there, as close to the edge of the mat as possible. I'm gonna go ahead and feed it to my Cricut. And you know what, I'm gonna go to Poster Board Plus just because I want it to cut through the laminate and the vinyl itself. So I'm gonna go ahead next. So right now it's reading the registration box, so that way it knows where exactly it's supposed to cut. This is the second time that I use the printable adhesive. I've just not had use for it before. I've cut the I've cut the printable HTV, or printable transfer paper rather. Transfer paper, and I've had no issues with it. I really love it. It's really great for like intricate things where you don't want to do a bunch of layers. The adhesive, I don't work with decals or like this stuff that would be more like a sticker, I guess you could say. I know a lot of crafters don't like to call it stickers, but I mean, if you really think about it, the print and cut really does turn out to be like a sticker. So I don't work with this much, so that's why it's barely my second time cutting this, and it's literally just so that I can do a little video to show you guys how it works. Since I did select Poster Board Plus, because I wanted to cut all the way through, it's going through the design 2 times. The most important thing about the printable adhesive, especially if you're getting it shipped, is to make sure that it's completely flat before you actually try to print or cut anything onto it, just because your printer might not pull it, feed it properly, and you don't want to have any issues with that. Okay, let me put you guys down. Okay, so the next thing I like to do, I like to peel back my excess vinyl backwards like this. And there goes my mat, like this. So that's pretty much just trash. Now same thing with this. I like to just go backwards because sometimes the mat is too sticky. But yeah, there you have it. Have a little Christmas tree. And since this is more, like I said, it's more like a sticker at the end of the day. So this guy right here, all you really need to do is just peel back. Let's see if I could get this done with one hand. I'm holding the camera with the other because the little stand was not, the little tripod was not being so friendly to me. Not being nice to me. There we go. I could not do it with one hand, so yeah, there you have it. I'm gonna go stick this in the store. Let's see if I can see the girls. Or like rose gold would be pretty. This is where we keep our printable stuff, so I'm just gonna go ahead and stick this little guy right here. So if people ask what is this, I'll say it's that and that. So there you have it. I hope somebody found this helpful.